Check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Thank you. Here's Johnny.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. How's everybody feeling? Yeah, are y'all warm enough? Okay, we don't want y'all to get too cold. All right. But yeah. Nephew, are you warm? Yes. Are you ready, nephew? Yes. Oh, Lord. We got some legendary guys. Yeah.
Check 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hello. Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
All right. Anybody from out of town in the house tonight? Where are you?
Chicago, a mighty fine blues town.
Where else we got? Chicago? Huh? Milwaukee?
Milwaukee. All right.
Huh?
Nothing wrong with Wisconsin, especially this time of
Ohio?
year.
Des Moines, Iowa. Okay. Yeah, I got family in Ames, Iowa. Okay. Yeah. Huh?
Texans.
What part? Texas? San Francisco. We can't get too much further than San Francisco.
All right, you ready to commence, to start, to begin, to get it on?
Hold on. Ooh, yeah. Listen. Girl, you say your sister saw me coming out the Holiday Inn. The woman I was with, she used to be your best friend. Well, she must need glasses, 'cause that sure wasn't me. Your sister's got a bad case of mistaken identity. I could give you an alibi. All you want to do, turn around and call me a lie. Your sister done lied on me, ought to take it all back. All I got to say is this about that. You didn't see my face. Sure wasn't there. You can think all you want about me. Oh, girl, I don't care. You can put me any place you want me to be. Well, if you didn't come up and touch me, nah, babe, damn sure wasn't me. Listen, I've been accused, whoa, so many times. All of these women that you're giving me, oh, girl, they can't all be mine. Said their husband is coming in the front door, and I'm running out the back. But this couldn't be me, baby. You see, I wasn't raised like that. Now these women are jealous, lying about the things I do. Even the fellas, they lying on me too. Now they doing me wrong at the drop of a hat. All I got to say is this about that. You didn't find my drawers beside nobody's bed. You didn't find my hat. Still got my hat on my head. You said you saw somebody who looks exactly like me. Well, if you didn't come up and touch me, nah, babe, damn sure wasn't me. Come on, Johnny, let me hear you. Ooh, yeah. the things I do. Even the fellas, they lying on me too. Now they doing me wrong at the drop of a hat. All I got to say is this about that. You didn't find them draws beside nobody's bed. You didn't find my hat. Still got my hat on my head. You say you saw somebody who looks exactly like me. Well, if you did come up and touch me, nah, babe, damn sure wasn't me. Well, if you did come up and touch me, nah, babe, damn sure wasn't me. Well, if you did come up and touch me, nah, babe, damn sure, damn sure, damn sure, hey, wasn't me. Oh, yeah.
How about that, folks? Good evening. I have just been sandbagged. My name is Jesse Lopez. I'm the host of Sitting on the Porch last night. So I'm here to honor my friend Mark Muleman Massey, who has driven all this way to entertain you from the heart of the blues, Clarksdale, Mississippi. So you are in for such a treat. Next week, he's going to the Library of Congress, where he has his documentary. And he also has a marker on the Blues Highway at Parchman, which is a story he'll get into. But you are in for such a treat. Thank you so much. Come and visit Sitting on the Porch on Thursday nights. That's our jam session. It is totally free, okay? But I want to first introduce my dear friend and legend, Mr. Mark Muleman Massey.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to be here, and we're glad you're here too. And when people ask me, say, Mule Man, who's your favorite blues singer? And I said, well, I got to warm up for him when I was 19 years old in a prison band. And I couldn't get near him, but he sent his signed autographed pictures back that I sent back home to my family. So it got to be Mr. B.B. King. All right, fellas. 1, 2, 3. Is gone. The thrill is gone away from me. Baby, the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away from me. You know you done me wrong. Gonna be sorry someday. Baby, the thrill is gone away from me. You got that rhythm, baby? Baby, the thrill is gone, woman. Little girl, the thrill is gone away from me. You know you done me wrong. Girl, you're gonna be sorry someday. I'm so free from your spell. Yeah. Hey, I'm so free now, baby. Little girl, I'm so free from your spell. Yeah. You know you done me wrong. You're gonna be sorry someday. Free now, baby. Somebody gotta know what I'm talking about. I'm free now, woman. Baby, I'm free now, baby. I'm free now, woman. Girl, now that it's all over, hey, all I can do now, woman, is wish you fare you well. The thrill is gone away from me. What would BB say? Hey, baby, the thrill is gone. Little girl, the thrill is gone away from me. Going home, fella. Now you done me wrong. And all I can do, nephew, all I can do is wish you fare you well. Oh, thank you. You know what? I forgot to tell y'all before I started, the more you drink, the better this gonna sound. I'm for real. Like when you drink a few beers, it might not be, strong enough. You may have to get something a little stronger. But I tell you one doggone thing, I'm sure glad to be here out of Mississippi, man, and be up here in St. Louis. And I really appreciate the National Blues Museum and my friend Jesse Lopez right here that introduced me earlier for getting me up here and introducing me, man, to what's happening. And I like it. I like it a lot. I keep hanging around here, fellas. I'm going to break up somebody's home and eat. I don't want to do it, but around home alone on a rainy night like this. Starving for your love, hungry for just one kiss. Every raindrop I hear gets my window pane. Baby, be so loud and clear, one just spelled your name. Hey, I got no one to turn to, so tired of being alone. I feel like breaking up somebody's home. Hey, I know it's useless, baby, hanging on when you belong to someone else. Control the vibration. Baby, after all, I couldn't help myself. Hey, got no one to turn to, so tired of being alone. I feel like breaking up somebody's home. Break it up, BJ. Last night I cried so hard. Little girl, I believe I caught a chill. I couldn't control the vibration. Little girl, the way you made me feel. Yeah, got no one to turn to. I'm so tired of being alone. I feel like Lord breaking up somebody's home again. Got no one to turn to. Girl, I'm so tired of being alone. I feel like breaking up somebody's home. Break it up, man. Break it down. Lay around home alone on a rainy night like this. I'm starving for your love, hungry for just one kiss. Hey, yeah, got no one to turn to. I'm so tired of being alone. Girl, I feel like breaking up, y'all. Stay right here. You know what? Breaking up somebody's home. You know, Johnny Taylor said it better when you're stealing it. But Johnny Taylor also said, what is cheaper to keep it? I'm confused. Y'all put your hands together for the band. Ain't they doing a great job tonight? Putting up with me. You know what? If you're down around Clarksdale, Mississippi on a Saturday and you're washing your car and you got your radio on, you may accidentally hear something like this right here. Some of y'all might be too young for this. Maybe. Kick it out, ball man. Your party jumping, everybody having a good time. Y'all having a good time? I know what's going through your mind. Do you mind if I get comfortable? Baby, kick off my shoes. I'll put them outside. Little girl, why you fixing me a drink? Let me some of them down home blues. Said you don't get out much on the town. She said, Muleman, I done cut out a lot of that running around all week long. But tonight I'm gonna do as I choose. I said, what you gonna do, baby? She said, tonight I'm gonna let my hair down. Get down with this down home. Down home blues. Down home blues. All she wanted to hear, fellas, was my down home blues all night long. Every other record or two. Little girl, when you fix me a drink, let me hear some down home. She said my old man might wanna fight. See, because now of you, man, the way you been keeping me out all week long. Tonight she gonna do as she choose. I said, what you gonna do, baby? She said, tonight I'm gonna let my hair down. Get down with these down home blues. Come on, Jack. She said my old man might wanna fight. All week long. But tonight she gonna do as she choose. Little girl, when you fixin' me a drink, play me some of them down home blues. Y'all gonna sing it with me? Everybody watching on that internet, don't you want to get behind that computer and sing the down home blues all night long? Every other record or two. Baby, when you fixin' me a drink, hey, give me some of them down home. I said, baby, baby. Fellas, when you're hurting, you go, baby, baby. That's when you showed up hurting. I know. I know. Let me hear some down home blues. When you're down and out, and you're feeling real, real hurt, come on home to the place where I work, and all your loneliness I'll try to soothe. I'll play the blues for you. Oh, don't be afraid. Little girl, come on in. Come on, Debbie. I said you might run across, little girl, Lord, some of my old friends. You know what? But all your loneliness, baby, Dion can't do it all. Hey, I'll play the blues for you. Wait a minute, fellas. Let me talk to her for a minute. You know what? You're a mighty pretty girl. And it's a big, big world out there, honey. And I have seen this old world blow some good people's minds, you know. See, I want to know about you. You say you work at Dollar General? Girl, I go to Dollar General all the time. I mean, I like their coffee. Yeah? Uh-huh. Where y'all at, fella? Come on. Yeah, and I'll play the blues for you. Ain't that it? They got it funky. I looked at it, I said, baby, I ain't got no big name. And you know that I ain't Bobby Rush when he played the line. But see, I'm just a country boy from down in the country, baby. I play the blues on my guitar. And all your loneliness, baby, I come to soothe. Girl, I'll play the blues for you. You're down and out, oh, sound good. Lord, and you're feeling real low. Come on over to the National Blues Museum where I work. And all your loneliness, hey, baby, I come to soothe. Now, baby, baby, just for you. Oh, let's have a good time now. You know what? Like I said earlier, the more you drink, the better it might sound. And before long, baby, you may be tore down. I said, I'm tore down, almost level with the ground. Baby, I'm tore down, almost level with the ground. I get the feeling like this, honey, when I'm up in St. Louis town. She's got me peeping and hiding. You got me peeping and hiding, Lord. Baby, peeping and hiding. Little girl, you got me peeping and hiding. I said, me peeping and hiding, honey. I got my eyes on you. Yes, I do. You know what I told her? I said, I went to the river to jump in. Baby showed up and said, now I will tell you when. Ain't that bad? I'm tore down, fellas. I said, I'm tore down. Lord, I get the feeling like this when my woman ain't around. I said, hand me my nightshirt, baby. Little girl, put on your morning gown. Listen to me, fellas. Hand me my nightshirt, baby. Little girl, put on your morning gown. Said, oh, Muleman ain't sleepy, baby, but I sure feel like lying down. Good to see you, honey. Almost level with the ground. Baby, I'm tore down, and I'm almost level with the ground. I said, I get the feeling like it's baby when my woman ain't around. I said, I'm tore down. I said, I'm tore down. Little girl, you got me tore down. You got me tore down. All I feel like this, my woman ain't around. Oh, it feels so good to be back up here in St. Louis. And you know what, fellas? I want to do a little William Bell. I got to meet him the other night, again for the second time. I'm a huge William Bell fan. And fellas, y'all just have to lay back on this one. I know I'm throwing it. By the way, these guys are doing a great job filling in for me tonight. Like I said, my band down in Mississippi, but these guys are just phenomenal players, and I really appreciate them being here with me tonight. But once I had fame, whoa, I was full of pride. And I had friends always by my side. But then my fame, it died. And my friends ran and hid. And everybody loves a winner. Everybody everybody, y'all, sure loves a winner. But when you lose, you always lose alone. Now once I had love, but oh, I wouldn't be true. But what I'd give y'all, if I could just get that love back again. But then that love, it died, and my smile became a frown. But everybody, y'all, loves a winner. Y'all sing it with me, people. Everybody, y'all, loves a winner. But people, when you lose, see, you always lose alone. Full of pride, and I had friends always by my side. But then my fame, it died, and my friends, Lord, ran and hid. So everybody, y'all sing it with me, loves a winner. Everybody, hey, loves a winner. You know what? When you lose, you always, nephew, you always lose alone. Thank you. Is anybody from Chicago in here? Well, you are awesome. You know what? Normally there's nobody in my crowd. So when I say that, I say, is anybody from Chicago? And it'll be nobody. I go, you are too? I said, well, me neither. Come on, baby, don't you want to go? Come on, baby, don't you want to go? Y'all sing it with me. Clap your hands. We're going to have a good time. Lord, the same sweet place, sweet home Chicago. Come on, baby, don't you want to go? Baby, come on, baby, don't you want to go? Lord, I take you from Clarksdale, Mississippi, to sweet home Chicago. 1 and 1 is 2, 6 and 3 is 9. A house full of children, baby, and ain't a damn one man. Wait a minute, that bad, ain't it? They wanna go. Now the same sweet place, sweet home Chicago. If you won't let me in, baby, don't you wanna go? The same sweet place, baby, Lord, sweet home Chicago. I said, come on, baby. Y'all help me now, help me. Y'all got this, baby, come on, but baby, no. Going. I said the same sweet place, the sweet home Chicago. Let's let them sing one more time. I said, come on, what? Oh yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, baby, come on, what? Yeah, Lord, the same sweet place, but sweet home Chicago. Hey. You wanna go? The same sweet place where we're going. Oh, you give yourself a round of applause. Y'all sound about. Song I wrote, it's kind of like a Tyrone Davis feel, guys. It's called She's Not Mine Anymore, She Belongs to the Man Next Door. Ain't that bad? But one night I was playing this song and an inebriated lady looked up from the table when I said, she's not mine anymore, she belongs to the man next door. And she said, well, that could be a good thing. And I said, in this case, it was. Yes, ma'am, it sure was. And so my friend, Mr. James Howlin and me wrote this song, and 10 years before we got to cut it, the legendary producer, Mr. Don Nix, who was at Stax and wrote the rock and roll song Going Down and all that stuff, he He helped Mr. Albert King on a couple of records and Freddie King. And that's this little song right here. When I sung this line to him in a truck, he said, man, when you want to come in and record? So had just enough money from scrap iron and some old cars that I had to go in the studio one day, and we she's not mine anymore, no. She belongs to the man next door. I think my baby has found another guy. Every time I look at her, I can see it in her eye. How could I stand here, be so blind, when the man next door, I can see why. I should have known the night the way she acted. You kept on snatching your love back. Now, baby, how could I stand here, be so blind? But things like this, guys, will mess with your mind. She's not mine anymore, no. She belongs to the man next door. She's not mine anymore, no, no. She belongs to the man next door. You know what? See, fellas, I'm hoping to get over her, y'all. I just want to live my life, that's all now, baby. See, little girl, I don't want to fuss or fight, no. Just want my freedom, girl, I'll be all right. She's not mine anymore, no, no. She belongs to the man next door. She's not mine anymore, no, no. She belongs to the man next door. She's not mine, no, no, baby. How could you leave me here, woman, with these tears in my eyes, girl? Oh, whoa, baby. She's not mine, no, no, baby, no. You know what, Cap? I said my good things gone, y'all. She's not mine, no. I think somebody got to know what I'm talking about. I'm going to sing that last one again. Yeah, we don't need to get no trouble, honey. Yeah, clap him in. You know what I thought? See, fellas, I'm hoping to get over her, y'all. I just want to live my life, that's all now, baby. See, little girl, I don't want to fuss or fight. I just want my freedom, girl, I'll be all right. She's not mine anymore, no, no. She belongs to the man next door. She's not mine, no, no, baby, no. She belongs to the man next door. One more time. She's not mine anymore, no, no. I think she belongs to old Rattlesnake, y'all. She's not mine, no. She's not mine. No. You know what? Let's go down to Mississippi. I'm going down to Louisiana, gonna catch me a mojo rain. I'm going down to Louisiana, fetch me a mojo hand. I'll have all them St. Louis women. I'll leave me by the hand. I got a gypsy woman giving old mule man advice. I got a gypsy woman giving me advice. She said, you're gonna go up to St. Louis, mule, and have a real good time. She lied, got my mojo working, got my mojo working, got my mojo working, got my mojo working, mojo working, got my mojo working, got my mojo working, got my mojo working, the mojo working, just won't work on you. I'm going down in Louisiana, catch some mojo hand. Going down in Louisiana, I'll catch some mojo hand. Uncle, go on up to Chicago, teach you how to treat your man. Y'all help me. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. My mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Man, I can see y'all now. Got my mojo working. Mojo working, Lord, just won't work on you. Hey. catch me a mojo hand. I'm going down in Louisiana, catch me a mojo hand. Gonna teach all your St. Louis women how to treat old Muleman. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my got my mojo working, Lord. Just won't work on you. Come on, ball man. Take me to Mississippi, man. Y'all got y'all's mojo working. I believe y'all got y'all's mojo working. Oh, shuck it. Yeah. Going down in Louisiana, catch me a mojo hand. That sound like Buddy, don't it? Buddy guy. Going down in Louisiana, catch me a mojo hand. I'm gonna teach all them good-looking, big-leg women how to treat your man. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, Lord. It just won't, baby. No, hush your fuss. Can I tell y'all a story? All the fellas, when I come in, they were laughing at me. They said, Mule man, you got another mule kicking in your stall. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Are y'all having a good time? Thank y'all. We'll be right back. Again, put your hands together for the band. Ain't these guys gay? And I got a CD, and I'd like to meet you. And thank y'all so very much. We'll be right back.
Give it up one more time for Mark, the Muleman Massey, y'all. Give it up for him.
kitchen and find my goodbye note there. It's so hard to give up on your man. Keep believing as long as your heart can. Find lonely feelings, the pain gets too much. Then the whole thing changes suddenly when a woman's had enough. such and such. I don't think that's asking way too much. You can look, but you better not touch. Keep your hands in your pockets, your eyes in your head. And when some woman tempts you, remember what I said. You can look, but you better not touch. Shaking hands with a woman, honey, that's okay. Just being polite, that's alright. It's a gentleman's way. But if those hands start moving, shaking something else, baby, I'm telling you, gonna be yelling. You need some help. You can look, but you better not touch. Keep your hands off Miss Such and Such. I don't think that's asking way too much. You can look, but you better not touch. You can look, but you better not touch. I think I'm gonna have to warn you, baby. You better keep your hands to yourself. I don't care if you stare. I'll do the touching around here. You can touch, but you better touch with your eyes. We've been lovers for some time. Since that night you said you were mine. But there's something that's me upset. Why haven't I met your friends yet? Hey, everybody.
Hi, folks. What do you think? I'm a day late. My name is Jesse Lopez. I'm the host of the Sitting on the Porch Jam session on Thursday. But when my buddy, Mr. Muleman, Massey drives 5-6 hours to come and play. He played last night. He's playing tonight. Playing tomorrow at BB's. When he comes that far, that's how passionate he is about this. And how about these local musicians that are sitting in? Right? That's what it's all about. Mark is going to Washington, D.C. next week for his documentary in the Library of Congress. Nice? Nah, that's history. He has a marker on the Blues Highway at Parchment. It's a bittersweet, but it shows you can persevere. And he's staying with me, and he needs to not keep me up till 3 in the morning last night. He's right behind me, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give it up for such a legend. And thank you so much for coming to our jam last night. Give it up for Mr. Mark Muleman Massey.
Let's have some fun, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me tell you, I was bored one night, tired of sitting around. About this funky place on the south side of town. When I went in, I couldn't hardly feel my phone. It was daylight in the morning like last night before I went home. You know what? It was wall to wall and back to back. Everywhere I looked, I saw something that I liked. juke joint, hell, I couldn't even see the floor. When I walked in, a little girl grabbed me by the hand. She looked and said, are you friends with Jesse? And they call you the Mule Man? I said, yeah, it's wall to wall and back to back. Everywhere I looked, I saw something that I liked. Wall to wall and back to back. Girl, y'all looking so good and so fine to stack. I saw her when she come in. Yeah, old Bobby Rush had her. I looked at her, I said, baby, who's playing here tonight? She said, I don't know. Roll on into it, you know what? I said, the sign said it was ladies' night. Everything gonna be all right. I'm just glad that I came along. I found me a nice girl. I took her back home. It was wall to wall. Y'all help me. And back to back. Everywhere I looked now, I saw something that I liked. Wall to wall, y'all, and back to back. Oh, them girls so good looking, they're so fine to stack. Play the blues, man. Everything, baby, gonna be all right. I'm so glad Jesse took me along. I found me a nice girl, but I didn't take her back home. No, it was wall to wall and back to back. Everywhere I looked at the hammerstone, I saw something that I liked. Wall to wall, Lord, and back to back. Rattlesnake, everywhere I looked, I saw something that I liked. Give it to me, man. Yeah. What y'all think about that? You know what? We can turn this into a juke joint. Huh? All you gotta do is get up on the dance floor. You know, I don't know you, so it ain't gonna make no difference if you get up and shake it down. Huh? Ain't that right? Y'all don't know me and I don't know you. I ain't gonna tell on you. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell on you. I keep a secret good. Hell, I wouldn't have wound up in parchment if I snitched. Yeah. Ain't that right?
That's right.
You know what? Roll it back in. I said the sign said it was late at night. Everything gonna be all right. I'm so glad that I come along. I found me a good woman and I took her back home. God, it was wall to wall and back to back. Everywhere I looked, Lord, I saw something that I liked. Wall to wall, baby, and back to back. Ever looking woman, Lord, so finely stacked. Ooh, shit. Oh, yeah. Take us home, fellas. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I thought I messed up on that earlier, but I done messed up all night. I know that, but You know, the band a while ago, I told them, you know, when we mess up over here, and they said, no, it ain't French Mule Man. It ain't we, it's you. All right, well, it was me. It's me. But you know what? I'm a cross-cut saw, baby. I'm a cross-cut saw. Drag me across your lawn. I'm a cross-cut saw. Drag me across your lawn. I cut your wood so easy for you. You can't help but say hot dog. Some call me wood-cutting Mule. Some call me wood-cutting Sam. But the last time I was in St. Louis, she wanted me back again. I'm a cross-cut saw. Drag me across your lawn. I cut your wood so easy for you, mama. Oh, can't help but say hot dog. Nephew, can I ask you something, nephew? You remember when you come down from Mississippi and you come up here? I know you can take me back, right? Let's go back down there to Clarksdale, Mississippi. Do y'all mind? Do you mind? Break it down, nephew. Give it to me, son. Up to St. Louis. Come on, man. Bring me up. Can you cut that saw? Grab that saw, man. Help me with the other end. So easy for your mama, you can't help us. say, hot dog. Give it to me, big man. Sam, some call me wood cutting. The last guy to cut law won't me back again. I'm across cause I'm drag me across your law. But your word so easy for you can't help but say, yeah, no. You know what? When I first got to play a casino several years ago, the lady called me and she said, "We want to get you over here at Tunica." I said, "I know all them people over there." And I said, "And if they get to listen to these blues, they ain't going to gamble. And then you're going to fire my ass." Excuse me, my booty. And when she did, she said, no, we really want you to come over here. I said, "I don't want to be no lounge lizard. You know, like some of them other folks, you know. I ain't talking about them, but I am." Oh, no. So when I sung this song right here, the pit bosses looked up at me and like, "What in the heck did we do here?" Y'all heard this, man, when I went. Lady at the casino lost all her money. She said, "Don't feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry, honey. Wanna do a lady a favor. This is what I want you to do." She said, "Loan me $2 till the next time I see you." Hey, but these last $2 ain't gonna lose. These last $2 sure ain't gonna lose. One for my bus fare, other for the jukebox. I wanna hear some blues. Hey! Said I wouldn't be over here if old Dion had been treating me right. She said she'd come over to catch him here. He been sneaking around every night, but you got caught up over here, caught up in the scene. She put all of her money in that doggone penny machine. Hey! But these last $2, come on, baby, come on up gonna lose. Throw it to me, baby. These last $2, ain't gonna lose. One going for my bus fare, other for the jukebox. I wanna hear some blues. Y'all wanna hear some blues? Casino, lost all the money. She said, Muleman, don't feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry, honey. If you want to do a lady a favor, I said, you know I do, honey. This is what I want you to do. She said, loan me $2. Till the next time I see you. Hey, these last $2, y'all help me. Ain't gonna lose.
Ain't gonna lose.
Last $2.
Last $2.
Sure ain't gonna lose.
Ain't gonna lose.
For my bus fare, other for the jukebox. Lord, I wanna hear some blues. Hey, these last $2.
Last $2.
Ain't gonna lose.
Ain't gonna lose.
Last $2.
Last $2.
Sure ain't gonna lose.
Ain't gonna lose.
One more for my bus fare, other for the jukebox. Lord, I wanna hear some walking the back streets and crying. And baby, can I change my mind? And if you're gonna walk on my love, at least you can do is take off your shoes. Or maybe Mr. Bobby Womack when he went what? If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, Oh, man, I'm having a good time with y'all. I know when I get back to my little old bed and that Jesse's been so nice to give me, I'm going to be thinking about, dadgum, I wished I'd have done this song. Dadgum, I wished I'd have done that song. I want to do something, fellas, real old. Back down in Mississippi. So how long, baby, how long has that midnight train been gone? Baby, how long? Baby, how long? Little girl, how long? I woke up this morning. It sure looked like rain, Lord, deep down in old Muleman's heart. Girls, I got an aching vein. You know what, Cap? When I'm dead and old Muleman's deep in the grave, Lord, there won't be no more of them old fallen women for me to crave. Baby, how long? Baby, how long? Little girl, how long? My wife's watching, baby, I'm playing now. So how long? Baby, how long, girl? That's at midnight train been gone. Baby, how long? Baby, how long? Little girl, how long? Can I get one, fellas? Train been gone. Baby, how long? Baby, how long? Can I tell you one more thing? $10 bill looks like a window shade to me. $100 bill, old mule ain't never seen. Baby, how long? Baby, how long? Little girl, long. Can I tell you one more thing? Girls, if I could holler just like a mountain jag, that's one of them mountain lions. You know I would climb a mountain, honey, and I would try to call you back. Baby, how long? Baby, how long? Baby, how long? Can I ask you, so how long? Baby, how long? Midnight train to go. Baby, how long? Baby, how long? I know you don't love me, honey. baby. I don't know if y'all having much fun as I am, but I'm having a ball. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because you know what? People got money, and hell, they still got problems, don't they? And some of them go to a psychiatrist to try to solve them. But any way you look at it, fellas, it's still called what? My boss man. Yeah, the blues. People got money, still got problems. Go to a psychiatrist, y'all. Try to solve them. Hey, the way you look. Still called the blues. Now come on out here, baby. Baby need new shoes. Come on, nephew. Mama need a new dress. Turn it up. I've been scuffling. I'm doing my best. Hey, the way you look at it, baby. Still call the blues. Y'all know what it is. It'll make no difference what you do, I say. You know the blues still come your way. Just when you think my troubles are about to end, along comes something to start it, baby, all over again. Lord, I partied on Friday. I went to church on Sunday. I got a call, y'all. I got to fly out on Monday. Hey, the way you look at it, baby, still called the blues. You know, it's still called the blues. What you do, I say, baby, you know the blues come your way. Just when you think my troubles are about to end, along comes something to start it all over again. I partied on Friday. I went to church on Sunday. Y'all gotta take me, baby, you know I gotta get back to work on Monday. Hey, the way you look at it, baby, still called the blues. Right here, fellas, break it down. You know, some people don't know they got the blues. You know, Rattlesnake is just like a little old baby in a playpen. He can't get that bottle fast enough. What's the baby start doing? Start kicking and tearing up the little baby bed, right? What's wrong with him? He got the baby blues, shit. Like me, my woman told me, she said, don't come home without her manicure or her pedicure running. Y'all know I got the blues. Yeah, I really do. Just like nephew, my friend back here. He got a brand new Jeep, and every time he crank it up, the little girl want to go with him. If it's just right around the corner to the Sonic or somewhere, she want to go. And so tonight she got ready to go out the door, and her mama started, whoa, daughter, whoa, you was just out last night. You can't go out tonight. That's too many nights in a row. You remember when your mama used to tell you that? Yeah. So she got mad. She goes to her room. She won't eat. She won't talk to nobody. What's wrong with her? She got the blues. Yeah. Some people call them the reds or the pinks. But when you get through, it ain't nothing but the country blues. Show you right. I ain't lying. You know what? Any way you look at it. You know, nephew is still called the blues. Come on, fellas, let's go in. It'll make no difference what you do, I say. Baby, you know the blues still come your way. Just Just when you think my trouble's about to end, along comes something larger, starting all over again. And the party don't Friday. I went to church on Sunday. Baby, you know I got a call, gotta leave on Monday. Hey, any way you look at it, baby, it's still called the blues. One more time, fellas. You know what? I said, any way you look at it, baby, it's still called the blues. One more time. I said, any way you look at it, baby, hey, Lord, it's still called. What's it called? You ain't lying. It was fortunate about, I don't know, it's been about 8 months ago when yeah, keep on going, guys. Y'all go on without me. Yeah. I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Tony Joe White, and I told him how much I loved this song. He asked me 2 questions. He said, do you feel like your music helped you when you was in prison? I said, it saved me. He said, where is Parchment? And I told him that. I don't know if he went by there or not. I'd highly recommend not. But I guess the last time I ate some of that good old oat, where was I? Where was I at, man? What town was I at? Mississippi? That's a whole damn state. What town, man?
What town were you in? What town were you in?
Well, I'm asking y'all, man. Y'all
Meridian?
Meridian, Mississippi? No.
You was in
That's getting on down there pretty good.
You was in Dumas, Arkansas.
Dumas, Arkansas? No.
That ain't in Mississippi.
No. I know Cab knows.
Greenville.
He's the closest one yet. That man's the winner. I wasn't there, though. Y'all know where I was? Y'all know where I was?
No.
Y'all know where I was?
No. Where?
I can't tell you. No, I'm going to tell you. I was down in Louisiana where the alligators grow so mean. There lived a little girl, Lord, I swear to the world, made the alligator look tame. Poke salad in it. Poke salad in it. Not everybody said it was a shame. I said her mama was working on a train. Oh, yeah. Y'all come on down and shout some of that poke. Get funky, fellas. Now, every evening, about supper time, go down to the truck patch. Picked a mess of pork salad, Lord. Little girl carried it home in a tow sack. Pork salad in it. Pork salad in it. Everybody said it was a shame. Mama was working on a chain gang. Oh, shucks. Y'all, let me tell you something. Now, every evening about supper time, she go down to the truck patch, pick me a mess of pork salad, Lord. Little girl carried it home in a tow sack, pork salad. Pork salad, Lord, everybody said it was a shame. Lord, your mama was working on a train gang, honey, Lord. Can I tell y'all a story? So you've been talking all night. One night I was up on Beale Street years ago, and the late great Rufus Thomas come up to me when I was playing this song. He said, "Boy, I want you to play my song to that." I said, "Well, which one you talking about, Mr. Rufus?" He went like this. He went, "Mary Maglow dressed in black, silver button all down your back, hello, tipsy toe. She broke the needle, Lord, and she can't sew. Walk in the door. Girl, if you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk your dog." Ask my mama, Lord, for 15 cents. Come on, nephew. Once the elephant, Lord, jumped a bit. He jumped so high, Lord, he touched the sky. Never come back to the 4th of July. I walk in the dark. Doesn't walk in the dark. Lord, if you don't know how to do it, Jack, show him how to walk the dog. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Baby, how does your garden glow? Yeah. You got silver bell and copper shell. Pretty beds all in a row. Lord, walking the dog. Just a walking the dog. If you don't know how to do it, Lord, show you how to walk your dog. I'm just a walking, baby. Show you how to walk your dog. Walk your dog, baby. Just a walking. Just a walking. Look here, fellas. Lord, I'm just a walking. Little girl, you got me just a walking. Lord, if you don't know how to do it, baby, we'll show you how to walk your dog. You know, Mama asked me for 50 cents. I I wanted to see that elephant. She, Rattlesnake, did you see what I saw? Lord, if you don't know how to do it, show you how to walk your dog, oh baby, nah. I said, baby, ooh. I can show you, baby, how to walk your dog. I don't know if I could or not.
Come on, put your hands together.
Hey! Let me tell you. We gonna have a wang down. All you good people watching on the internet, all you gotta do is stand up behind a computer and go like that. You can feel the love from St. Louis. I tell Automatic Sam to tell Ray the Ram to tell old Pistol Pete to tell everybody he meets. Tonight we'll get no rest because we're really gonna pitch a mess. We gonna pitch a wang dang doodle all night long. You know what? I said all night long. Y'all sing it. All night long. Come on, y'all. All night long. Come on, people. All night long. We gonna pitch a wang dang doodle all night long. Let me tell you, if you come down to Mississippi and you're feeling like you wanna dance, come on, see old Muleman. I bet I'm gonna get no. But I know you're gonna get to drinking. You're really gonna have a good time. Just like we're gonna do in St. Louis. Get out here on the line. We're gonna pitch a wang dang doodle all night long. You what? I said all night long. All night long. All night long. All night long. We gonna pitch a wang dang doodle all night long. Come on, man. Choke it out, son. Yeah. Is there any blues lovers in here? Can I hear you say yeah? Y'all can do better than that. Can I hear you say yeah? That's what I'm talking about. Boss man, can you give me one? Yeah. pitch of wine all night long. You know what? Tell Peggy Fallon Red to tell old Senior Dale, to tell old Pistol Pete, to tell everybody he means. Said tonight we'll need no rest, cause we're really gonna catch a mess. Gonna fuss and fight till daylight long. We're gonna eat fish till midnight. We gonna get your wine doodle all night long. I know I'm making up the words. Is it all night long? Yeah, help me. All night long. Hey. All night long. All night long. Now we gonna pitch a wine doodle all night long. All night long, all night long, we gonna pitch a wine and doodle. All night long, all night long, all night long, all night long. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. House just ain't no home every time she goes away. I wonder this time where she's gone. Baby, I wonder if you're gonna stay. I believe she is. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. The pots and pans ain't even warm every time she goes away. I know, 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 well, I know, I know. Well, I ought to leave that young thing alone. Nephew, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. You know what I need to do, fellas? I need to get up, stand up for the right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You know, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool them all the time. Now that I see the light, stand up for the right. Get up. You got to stand up for your love. God bless Bob Marley. Stand up. Get up. Get up. Stand up. You know, you can fool some of the people some of the time. Look, girl, you can't fool me all the time. Now that I see the light, stand up for the right. Hey, well, I ought to leave that young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine. Baby, when she's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Hollywood, California, Hollywood, Mississippi, Paris, Mississippi. I have enjoyed talking to these fellas on the phone prior to coming to town. I've never laughed that hard in my life. I got a good phone, and I don't know how to get you on a three-way call. And this man here, he can put you on a three-way call. I think he can get everybody on the phone, man. I ain't lying. I laughed my britches off, I'm going to tell you. And I can't even, it's so bad I can't say it out in public, you know. But get my mules on the phone. But, hey, let's let my buddy sing one right here. Give old mule a little break here. Y'all put your hands together. Give it to him, baby.
Come on, put your hands together. Listen. Oh, darling, I'm so lonely without you. Well, I can't sleep at night, always thinking about you. But if I had the chance to start all over, be wishing today on a four-leaf clover, leaving me the last thing on my mind. If I could turn back the hand of time, if I could turn back the hand of time. Oh, darling, I can't hold out much longer, but the pain getting deep, all the hurt getting stronger. But if I had just one more try, I'll be yours alone to the day that I die. We would have a love that's so divine. I could turn back the, if I could turn back the hand of time. If I could turn back, hey. Oh, darling, I love you. Listen. Oh, darling, please, please let me come back on. Your loving so good to me, baby, and I just realized without it, I can't go on. 'Cause you're the other half, make my life complete. If I had one more chance, we have never loved this so sweet. Leaving me the last thing on my mind. I could turn back the, if I could turn back the hand of time. If I could turn back the hand of time. If I could turn back the hand of time. If I could. Hey, take it home, fellas. Give it up for the NGK band, yeah. Listen, when the sun beam down, burn the tar up on the roof. Said your shoes get so hot, wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
From the park you'll hear happy sound of a carousel. You could almost taste hot dog, French fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Hey. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Give it up for the band. Well, all right. All right. Yes.
Phone booth, baby. Number scratched up on the wall. I'm in a phone booth, baby. Your number was scratched up on the wall. Lord, I was new to St. Louis, and I got no one else to call. I've been walking all day. Old friends can't be found. I said I'm broke broken, I'm hungry, honey. Little girl, I hope you treat me right. I said, not calling you, baby. I spent my very last dime. Anytime, day or night. Little girl, I'm so broken, hungry, honey. I hope you treat old Muleman right. It was so cold out here, woman. Lord, I had to stop and buy me some wine. Anytime, day or night. Little girl, I'm so broken, hungry. I sure hope you'll treat old Muleman right. Baby, it's so cold, woman. I had to stop and buy me some wine, yeah. I'm in a phone booth, baby. Your number was scratched up on the wall. I'm in a phone booth, baby. Your number was scratched up on the wall. Thought I was new to Chi-Town, Chicago. Fellas, I didn't have nobody else to call. I sure hope she'll treat me right, fellas. Whoa, yeah.
I got a gal, live way on the hill. Well, if she don't love me, I know her sister will. I said flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. I said flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. I said don't ever leave me, don't ever say goodbye. Well, I called my baby all night on the telephone. Well, I called my baby all night on the telephone. Well, the mama lady said the little old girl wasn't home. I said flip, flop, and fly. Don't care if I die. I said flip, flop, and fly. Don't care if I die. Don't ever leave me, don't ever say goodbye. Let me hear something. All right. I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping in the seafood snow. Well, I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping in the seafood snow. Well, I've been looking for my baby, wondering when she coming back from her. Hey, fellas! Hey, count on ya! Count on ya! What make your big ass so hard? I love you. I love you just the same. Well, I love my baby. Count on you is the name Muleman. Hey, fellas! Hey, count on ya! Count on ya! What make your big head so hard? I love you just the same. Well, I love my baby. Count on you is a name.
Lord have mercy. Sitting in the morning sun, be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in. Thought I'd watch them roll away again. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Y'all sing it with me. Baby, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Clarksdale. See, I was headed for the St. Louis Bay. I got nothing to live for. It seemed like nothing gonna come my way. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay. Y'all ain't singing. Watching the tide. Ooh, I'm sitting. Yeah. See how much fun that is? Y'all got it? Cause it look like nothing gonna change. Everything still remains the same. And can't do now what 10 people tell me to do. So I guess I'll remain the same. In my bone, Lord, this loneliness won't leave me alone. 10,000 miles I roam, just wanted to make old St. Louis my home. I think I'm gonna sit on the dock of the bay, y'all help me, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, yeah. Sitting on the dock of the bay. Lord, we've been wasting time. Somebody whistle. Thank you so very much. You're welcome too, nephew. Again, y'all give it up for this band. Ain't they just a wonderful guys? Man, from St. Louis, and we got a lot of really entertainers in the crowd. Rattlesnake, we got a bunch of good people, man. And Mr. Dave right here that got me up here booked in the show. And thank you so very much, my good friend, brother Jesse Lopez. But you know, my next record, I'm going to be, yeah, thank you. My next record, yes, is, thank you, darling. And it was a song that my wife said, you never wrote no song about me. And I said, well, I mean, you know, I might need to do that. So I live out in the country, and I got mules and horses and all kind of stuff, you know. Hear them whimpering back. I'm so daggum glad I ain't got to feed horses today. I don't know what to do. Shoot, I didn't have to do nothing this morning but get up. But I'm recording the next record for y'all people that's listening, all the good people down at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi, which is right across the road from the Grammy Museum, where I met Tony Joe White. And he was so cool. He was just sitting out up under the pavilion thing, you know, just like, I was like, man, I just wish I could meet him. It was a sold-out show and couldn't get in there. But anyway, I got to meet him, and I met this young lady, Miss Trisha Walker, if she's watching tonight. And she said, hey, would you like to record at Delta State and maybe let the kids help you on your record? I said, man, I'd love to do that. So we did it. We got 13 tracks down. Now I just go back in and mix it, and this record will be coming out at the end of June. And can I play you one off of it? I'm going to throw something else at y'all fellas. Y'all. It's, and it's called How Can She Forgive Me? You know, fellas, we do a lot of bad, and the women know some of the stuff that we do, but when they're sitting there holding you late at night in their arms, and you start thinking about, yeah, nephew, you start thinking about all the stuff you really done. That, yeah, you did. Yeah, the hell you did. Yeah, you did.
Sure enough.
Yeah. I told y'all earlier I ain't snitching, but I'm snitching now. So it's a really cool little thing. It says, now have you ever had someone in your life that loved you, and I really loved you, but you didn't do them right? But now as they hold you in their arms, you could feel an old love coming on. And you had to think could she forgive me? Like all those nights when I ran off to the clubs. You know what, Rattlesnake? I just wanted the people, Lord, those pretty people, to hear me sing my song. But girl, you know I'm older now, and I'm wiser too. Girl, how could I sing if I didn't have you? And I had to think, how could she forgive me? Give me something real pretty, man. After all the things I put her through, after all those nights alone, she was waiting, patiently waiting, hey, for me to come home. Oh, yes, she did. And now as she holds me in her arms, I could feel an old love coming on, and I had to think, how could she forgive me? Fellas, Lord, I had to think, how could she forgive me? My loving wife is watching. Hey, everybody, let's have some fun. Only live once, and when you're dead, you're done. Let the good time, let the good time roll.
Let the good time roll.
Make no difference if you're young or old, baby, let the good time roll. Blow that thing. Can I introduce the band right here? Ladies and gentlemen, on the harmonica, hey, Big George Jock Jr., Big Jack. Hey, I'm talking about some rough ones. And right here, ladies and gentlemen, the guy that's in the museum, a living legend on the bass, Mr. Nephew Davis. I believe on the drums, we call him Cap, but I believe his first and last name is Dennis. Is that right? My dad was named Dennis. Tim. Huh? John Tim. Yeah, you got what I'm talking about. I call him B.A. for badass. And I got to be honest now, it just look like we made it through the show pretty good. I just met these guys, and I don't even know my buddy's name right here.
My name is John Wilson. Nice to meet you, Mark.
Nice to meet you. Ain't many guys that'll come up here and lay it all on the line, and I knew right then they was some bad cats. And I thank you so much for playing with me tonight. And all the good people that come out, let's have some fun. We still got a little bit of time. We ain't going no damn well. Hey, everybody, tell everybody that the Muleman's in town. Don't nobody tell me cheap. I got 50 cents more than I'm gonna keep. So let the good time. Let the good time. Ain't no difference if you're young or old. Let the good time roll. Mr. Morganfield might be watching this thing. Hey! Marquise Knox might be watching this thing. I hope he is. I can't wait to play with him tomorrow night. Baby, if I live to be 99, little girl, if I get to live to be 99. If all of y'all's good loving kills me, I sure don't mind down. Hey, everybody, tell everybody, let's have some fun. Whoa, shoot. I ain't lying. We did about every kind of blues there is, but with this one right here, and I cut my teeth out in Holly Springs, Mississippi, with Mr. Junior Kimbrough and R.L. Burnside. And this is what I remember when I first come out of that Parchment Farm, and I made it to Chulahoma with something like this, fella. South south, I'm going down south. Going down south with a chilly wind on. Going with you, babe, Lord, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe, Lord, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, honey, and I don't care where we go. See, fellas, I heard her feet when I hit that Tallahatchie Bridge. She never quit running when she was running away from me. So I yelled down there through that old cornfield bottom. I said, baby, where you going? Fellas, she never quit running. She just yelled back up there to me. She went, I'm going down south, I'm going down south. Going down south, I'm going down south. Going down south with a chilly wind don't blow. I'm going with you, babe, Lord, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe, Lord, I'm going with you, babe. I'm going with you, honey, and I don't care where we go. I know you ain't cheating on me, honey, but can I ask you one question? Some black man to some black man, some black man to some black man, some black man is always hanging around. Miss Stella's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. That pretty blonde-haired lady right there, she helped me today get these new drawers I got on. Ain't y'all glad I got on some new ones? Like Mama said, I might be in a car wreck. And if it is, I hope my firefighting buddy over there come get me. Don't give me no mouth-to-mouth, man. Just kind of pump on my old ribs. But anyway, when I come down there today, she was so helpful to me. So I'm wearing y'all's wardrobe. Ah, shucks. You know what I told her? Rather be dead, Lord, I'd rather be dead. Rather be dead, Lord, I'd rather be dead. Rather be dead, girl, and I'm 6 feet in the ground. Going. Jack, I'm going. Going. Going, y'all. And I don't care where you. It's part of the Princess Die collection. Well, Prince Charles. I mean, yeah, it was part. Ain't that what you told me? Look, now that we're here, I mean, you tried to get me hemmed up back there in that back. When I was in the dressing room, man, I ain't no, she didn't. All right, I was trying to get her hemmed up in there. She was eating them doggone White Castles. That's right, them onions. And I said, well, give me a bite of it, then we'll both have it on our breath. And then when we kiss, we won't even know. Ain't that something? Lewis. Give me my name. I remember hearing him do this one right here. Lord, I wish I was a catfish swimming in a great big sea. I'd have all of them St. Louis women deep after me, deep after me, deep after me, deep after me. And I went to my baby's house and I sat down on her step. Come on in now, new man. Oh, Jesse the left, Jesse the left. Oh, Jesse the left. Oh, rattlesnake left. Are y'all having fun? Did you have fun? Oh, yeah. Lord, I wish I was a catfish swimming in a great big sea. I'd have all of your precious loving all over me, all over me. All over me, all over me. Come on, man. Looked at the little girl. Baby, there's two trains running. Ain't narrow one of them going my way, Stella, no. I said the one that runs at midnight, baby. Thank you, honey. Oh, they're just about dead. back to Howlin Springs, you know what you would do? See my jumper laid out on the line. See my jumper laid out on the line. You know what? Fix my supper, baby, I'm ready for bed. Fix my supper, baby, I'm ready for bed. You know why? This old white lightning is done went to my head. You know what? One more thing. Need no heater, fireplace by my bed. Thank you, Miss Brown. Need no heater, fireplace by my bed. You know why? The woman I got, Stella, she keeps me cherry red. I want to thank y'all tonight for having me. I want to thank this band for backing me up. Thanks to National Blues Museum. I love y'all. All the good people watching. Jesse Lopez, J.B., Glenn. Thank y'all. And the sound men. Y'all give them a round of applause back there working that sound. Oh, yeah.
Mark the Muleman, Massey!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, well, I appreciate y'all having us, and let's just have a great night. And we'll hopefully see you real, real soon. We love y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Hey, everybody, thank you for joining us for Howling Fridays. We have a great rest of the shows the rest of the weekend. We have a Lady J with an Albert King tribute tomorrow, and that starts at 7. And then on Sunday, we have the Kingdom Brothers, which is the St. Louis favorite, and you guys will love it. So that's at 4 to 7. Tune in then. Thank you.